I get 100 tea bags. Tea bags. Bacon, there's your sound drop. I get 100 tea bags for like $2.75.
100 tea bags, $2.75.
Yeah. I get 100 tea bags for $2.75. Ah, yes. Anyway.
The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature.
I get 100 tea bags for $2.75.
That's totally inappropriate. It's lewd, lascivious, salacious, outrageous.
It is outrageous, Jackie. Oh, hey, honey. Look at this. First class tickets for the same price as Coach. Nah, that's stupid. Let's just sit and coach.
Well,
come on, man.
No, don't come on, man.
Come on, man.
It depends on what you consider a lot of money.
Hey, Leo, what do you think of Ryan? Yeah.
Yeah, Leo. Yeah.
They're going on a trip with friends is always an exciting time. Visiting somewhere new and exploring the sights, as well as making quality memories with those you're closest to. But it doesn't always go as planned. You know, I really miss hearing sound drops dropped over me. Can you just make some sound effects like...
Bacon, thank you so much for picking us up. As always, I love having you on the show. Darren,
I'm not gonna lie, I'd rather have Bacon in here as a co-host than you because you don't do drops. I am a total
haunted horse.
Yeah, thanks, Jim. 75.
That's for you, bitch.
Does anyone mind if I toss my salad? Hey, and then of course weird news.
Buzzkill.
Sign Darren's wife.
Darren's wife. This one.
Yeah, I didn't die.
Let's stick to our fatso for a minute.
So to lose weight.
Shut up, Tyler.
Shut up, Tyler. Who's older though? Is it me or Bacon or the guy with 2 hip replacements? I mean, if you
out, 3 times.
And on that, I am out.
Bye-bye. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Later,
Adios.
guys.
Spunky.
Okay, there we go. Haunted Horse 1800 Whiskey sponsoring Ryan leaving.
Don't play games with it.
Guess who's coming in? Maybe. All I see is a black screen.
12-word.
Oh, look at who it is. Wearing his Nebraska hat.
Hi.
What's up?
Hi.
How's it going? Hi.
Downs. Ryan, stop calling me. Jesus, Ryan. Do your show. Ryan, why are you calling me in the middle of the show? We're still going.
Going on. And it's from Grant's mic. I thought at first Jerry's volume was
Shouldn't
up
we
too
do
loud.
this off the air? I don't know that anyone wants to hear this IT question.
Wait, you guys are on the air?
Yes. We never left.
I thought you guys were on.
You know what? I just dawned on me. That's what you thought. We are live, dude.
Be a fat ass and lose them that goddamn weight.
Hey, hold on a second. Can we cut the drops for a second? Ryan's trying to say something important. I want to hear it.
Ryan,
watch your smelly ass and balls, you nappy motherfucker, you.
Or play them as much as you possibly can.
Like that, then you don't like the gives a fuck? Oh boy.
Ryan, you can tell me. You can tell me on a private.
No, it's okay. Hey,
goddamn shit, I'm tired of motherfuckers.
So horse. So.
Oh my god.
So anyway, this comes from England the Mirror. Women slammed for refusing to get out of car for date at Cheesecake Factory. Cheating husband said our house was infested with bed bugs to hide his affair. Friends on an Amsterdam trip mortified by cheeky shower feature in hotel room, right? I have 3 wives. They are all getting surgery to achieve my ideal body type. Wow, look at this guy. We've got, I saved 77 pounds, British currency, by ditching toilet paper for rags. I popped them in the washing machine. Okay. My brother's dating habit is destroying my engagement. My fiance finds him disgusting. Woman's awkward sex injury makes her lose 5 years worth of memory. Boozed up stripper tries to seduce cop during arrest, saying, "Taser me, I like it kinky." Rhino and Horse are a couple of dorks who want to have a show. Will anybody ever watch it? The answer is probably no. They thought of a really stupid name. They call it the Waterhole, where everybody thinks they're lame. And they're always sad they came. You wanna be where you can't see. Rhino and Horse act lame. You wanna be where everybody's sad they came. You wanna be where you can't see. Rhino and Horse act lame. You wanna be where everybody's sad they came. Yeah! Happy Hump Day! I gotta click on this over here. Make sure. There it is. I am extra. No one cares. First of all, no one cares what I'm about to say. I am extra tired today, so I am not clicking on all cylinders. I'm clicking on not even half my cylinders. I am going to finish this show, and I will be in bed by 6:30 my time. I'm going to bed early. Get caught up. I don't want to be sleepy on my Friday tomorrow, so yeah. So I might make a lot of mistakes, which everyone loves.
Don't make me angry.
Jeez, there's one.
You
right
wouldn't
there.
like me when I'm angry.
I didn't mean to punch that. I didn't. Where's the one where he's? Where's the one where? It's this one. I gotta get this in the buttons.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my
That's
God!
funny. It's funny. I took Kyle from South Park, and then I had to slow it down a little bit to match the lip movement. Darren was first, so he gets
You won!
that.
You did it!
And Burn Dog loves
So
being
you
second.
get nothing!
Burn Dog.
You lose!
Burn Dog.
Good day, sir!
Burn Dog. Parody Larry sent me some song about Willy or something because I play Willy Wonka drops or something. Which is good because now I know he's alive. I hadn't seen Parody Larry in a long time. It's 2-button burn. Yeah. 2-button burn. He doesn't even have one button.
Hey, Haunted Horse, it's your friend Burn Dog. I want a button. Give me a button. I want a button. Hurry up and make a button for me. Come on.
Why can't you be quiet like Benton?
Hey, Haunted
Benton's just
Horse,
sitting
it's your
there.
friend Burn Dog. I want a button. Give me a button. I want a button. Hurry up and make a button for me. Come on.
Benton's just chill. He's not nagging me. Jim Benton does not nag me. I got a DM request. What is this? I had 5. I deleted them all because I just didn't want to deal with it. Oh, shit. Look at this. Look at this. I have no... Whoops. You know, I am going to say this, and I thought it was a bot DMing me, and it's a person because, well, it could be a bot. Who knows? But I delete it. It's something like, it's some crypto NFT collab. I can't even open a window. I'm telling you, this show is already, it's going to be a train wreck. I am half awake. I'm not going to lie. I'm too tired to lie. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Pending. Let's see. So not this one. I'm talking about the other one. So I've had now 3 DMs. We're just checking. You didn't answer us. We're just wondering. You want to collab with us on this project, this meme coin project? And then I just delete them. And they're like, obviously you're not saying this. We're just checking. It's like, no. What no means no. No.
No.
Don't follow up. No. I don't want to do it. And I don't want to tell you I don't want to do it because I know as soon as you get an answer, then you're going to hit me with 50 billion. What why not? It's going to be why? Because I don't want to do it. I don't want to get scammed out of money. If I want to get scammed out of money, I'll buy stocks in the stock market. I'm not going to lie, folks. Not going to lie. I've had this is under the nobody cares. I have had my money parked in cash, and I'll get in and get out like daily. I'll see something, I'll get in, make a little money, get out. I don't hold any stocks after hours because any lunatic in the world, and you know who you are, lunatic, opens his fucking mouth, the market drops 1,000 points because he can't keep his mouth shut. So I don't leave my money in when the market is closed because all he has to do is say something or tweet something and I lose $1,000 overnight. So I don't do that. However, and I have been buying a little bit of gold. I've been buying gold positions, making money. Gold, if you got gold laying around the house and you need a little money, it's up to like $3,360 an ounce. That's not bad. So if you want to get rid of some gold, right now is a good time to do it. So what I was saying is, it's Lauren. The day after his birthday. You know what, Lauren? I was thinking about you today. No, not in a stalker way. But I was thinking about how you did last night on your League of Legends game. I wish I could have watched because, I've been dabbling in that game. And I'll get back to my thought. ADD theater in full swing. ADD theater gets on steroids when I'm tired. I have the attention span. What was I saying? So I would like to watch Lauren play a video game, and not in a fanboy kind of way. I'm trying to learn that game, League of Legends. I am trying to learn it. And I am terrified to play against people. And here's why. Because I play another game, Heroes of the Storm, and it's dying. It's dead. They're not putting any effort behind it or whatever. But I'm really good at it. I mean, really good. And it's hard to be really good at something that's dying and then start over in another game. And the basic concepts are the same. The movements, everything's kind of the same. But the characters are different. They have different things. So you got to learn. Not only do you have to learn how to play yours, you have to learn to defend against the other 50. And once again, I spent years learning the other game to getting good at it. I picked the wrong game to get good at. Let's just say that. So I play against bots because I'm terrified. This is what happens when I play the game I'm really good at and someone joins the group and they suck. They get ripped to shreds. You suck. Oh, go play against bots. Oh, you're wasting our time. Oh, you're horrible. And that's just what I say. The other people are just worse than me. So I know that's going to happen if I try to play against people. I'm going to be like doing something wrong. I'm not going to be clearing the right way in that game, or I'm going to be buying the wrong gear. That's something different to this game, to the other game. Buying the wrong gear for what my abilities are or whatever. And they're going to be going, oh, we're losing because of you, you loser. So I want to see someone that's good at it play so I can kind of figure out. I just need to learn one character and then a hodgepodge of what the enemies are like. Jay says, I'm still trying to beat Asteroids on my Atari 2600. Asteroids in the arcade I remember when that came out. Lek Lauren says, I got crypto message the other day where they forgot to replace my name in the copy paste message. So it said, hey, in parentheses, user. Oh, wait. He scrolled off the thing. You guys are chatting too much. Can I interest you in user? That's funny. Don't want to turn it into the gamer hour, but use the website. It gives builds for characters. No, dude, you gave me all you did. I have been using YouTube. Oh, you said the website? I've been using YouTube. Okay, so builds. So learning how to gear. I'm still playing that rat. That's the only one that I'm kind of getting comfortable with. He shoots poison, folks. It's pretty awesome. Poison arrows and shit. I mean, I just got to man up and get in there and then take the problem with practicing against bots is they are predictable. I don't care how good the AI is. You can predict how it works. That's why playing against people is always better, because they're unpredictable. They do things you don't expect them to do. It's Hardcore Lorne Hour. Hardcore Lorne, rated XXX. Lorne, I'm. You know what? I was gonna send this ATP the other day, and I just didn't have the time to crank it out. But I was gonna ask what your favorite nickname is, because you've got a lot. Now you've got Tom's got Chalk, or Count Chocula. Alvy's got Alvin, and he's got Alvy, and we used to call him Little Alvy, didn't we? Because when he looked like a kid, and you know. Anyway, I was wondering what your favorite nickname was, because Lorno. When someone dropped Lorno on, that became my new favorite nickname. Shout out Melvin. There you go, Melvin. Lorno became my favorite. Lorno. It's simple. It's perfect. Lornhub's good. Don't get me wrong. And that was my favorite until I heard Lorno. Lorno became my favorite. It just is perfect. It's just perfect. Having the O at the end. It's just great. Melvin. Anyway, so good stuff. Here's some behind the scenes stuff for the all Lorno hour that Gail wanted. I've been watching his transitions out of the show, and this is total nerd shit. This is like nerdier than the normal nerd shit. So I watch his transitions, and I don't have any. My transitions are simple. And what we're talking about, it's like when we go from one thing to another. And in here, it's instant. I don't mess around with transitions. But you can put them in and like slide out. The new scene slides in. Anyway, he had one the other day that rolled out. And I'm like, ooh. And then yesterday, it was what I called the spaz. The screen went all over the place and off the screen. And then it went to credits. So I'm like, okay, this is the new thing. I want to know what he's doing. Today he didn't do one. Bummed me out. I'm like, there's no it was basically what he did today was this. It just went click to the next thing. Anyway, that's nerdy. That's very nerdy of me, but you know, I like this stuff. I get this gene from my father, who edited the little 8mm movies, you know, in the 1940s and 50s when he was a kid. He got a movie camera and he'd film it, and then he would get the little splicer and then glue the little films together and make different things. He would do transitions like wipes and stuff with 8mm. So not digital. I mean, like, well, he bought the wipes. You could buy a roll of film with the different special effects on it. So send it off to get developed by Kodak, and it showed up. Anyway, I've got all our home movies. In fact, I've got cans of the home movies right here. The film. Remember this, old people? The film. You put it in the film projector. So I got to convert these to digital. And my dad's side of the family has been basically waiting 2 decades for me to do this. Sorry, folks, he left it to the wrong person. You guys should have stepped up and got it. So I've got reels and reels of this film. And my point is this. He had film. Now I've got digital and everything else. And it's fun. It's fun. I like doing this, making the little shows, little titles, putting the little chicks up there in the corner with the guy kissing at him and everything. And it's fun. So when I'm watching something like Jim Rome on X or on the fast channels, I'm watching that stuff because I'm always interested in how it works. In fact, the question I had today, and I think I know the answer, and I'm sorry, this is total boredom, nerd shit, but when the Jim Rome show streaming to the FAST channels, they have commercials. But I'm guessing they haven't sold all the airtime yet, because during the commercial you get the music that Lauren plays, the copyright-free music, and then it'll say, we'll be back, or whatever the graphic is. I can't remember. And it plays the music. And then I'm watching it today, and it's playing the music. And then all of a sudden a commercial shows up, 30 seconds, and then it goes away, and it's back to the music, whatever. So I'm assuming that is done at the FAST channel level. You are not inserting those commercials. You might be inserting Jim's commercials where he's interviewing a guest on his podcast, and you guys run that commercial in the like the third commercial segment before the last. The third, I think you guys have 4 commercial segments. I think you run that on the third, and then it's usually one of his recent podcasts where he's doing the Zoom call interview, and then you guys are promoting his stuff. And then you started promoting his stuff on the X instead of doing break takes. You still do break takes, but you've been doing that. Anyway, I'm assuming that the commercials, nobody cares, right? The commercials are fed from the FAST channels. And I'm trying to figure out, like, does the Samsung FAST channel have a different commercial set than the Plex, which is where I watch it? Anyway, sorry. Total nerd. Lauren's like, oh, fuck this shit. We're talking work. I'm out of here. Fuck. I know, right? Right? He left. He's like, fucking talking work. I wanted you to read news and shit. Get to grandmother's head yanked out of 23-foot python's mouth after she went missing in Indonesia. That's why I tuned in, loser. Not to talk about my job that I sit at 10 hours a day doing that shit, and then he calls me on the weekend and he wants to run ideas past me. Get to the python and the grandma's head and the python, loser. Anyway, yeah. Jay wants Lauren to go all John Belushi, right? Remember the Samurai segments on SNL? Now, I've gotten so ADD out of everything, I forgot where I was. Oh, I was reading the DM. Wait, we finished the people having sex, didn't we? In the street in Thailand. Commercials are user side. That's what I thought. There's a max someone can watch an hour. We run 3-minute ad pods. I trigger the ad insertions when I see ads. Oh, you trigger the ad insertions. So if you see, oh, wow. I didn't know that. Okay. I thought it was done. Okay. That's cool. That tells me what I want to know. Interesting. From Jim's third favorite person that he doesn't play favorites for. It's Lauren's number 3. Who's number 1 and 2? Number 1, Dave Roberts. Jim is trolling us with that Dodgers stuff. I mean, and I'm a Giants fan, like diehard. I hate the Dodgers. How much do I hate the Dodgers? I hate the Dodgers this much. Oh, shit, where is it? I hate the Dodgers this much. And I know he's trolling me, and specifically saying me as a Giants fan. I know he's trolling us. I know he is. He does not like the Dodgers as much as he comes on. He is trolling us. He's trying to get reaction. I'm not biting the hook again because I did bite the hook here.
Start hour number 3, and this is exactly why baseball needed Dodgers v. Yankees. Because of all the star power, all the former MVPs, and all the conversation, and all the hate flying around. It's great.
Once again, sorry, Lauren, for bringing The Office to your show.
It's perfect, actually. I said, if you're not a Dodger fan, if you're anybody at all, how could you not feel that moment? Unless you're a Yankee fan. Let me repeat that. Unless you're a Yankee fan,
roasting me,
and you see Freddie Freeman up there, bases loaded,
Freddie Freeman,
and a chance to walk it off. It's never been done quite like that. How could you not feel that? Unless you're a Yankee fan. So this dude jumps right up in here with, this is a haunted horse, Jimmy, feeling the vibes? I'm a Giants fan. Screw the Dodgers. And then before I react to that,
okay,
At Florida to New York, Aaron Judge has not done a damn. Quote, Jimmy, feeling the vibes? I'm a Giants fan. Screw the Dodgers. Few thoughts there, horse. This doesn't involve you. You're not involved in this conversation.
I hate the Dodgers,
Why are you
Jim.
injecting yourself into this conversation?
Because I hate
hey,
him.
Frisco fan. Why do you even have an opinion?
Hey, Frisco
fan, couple things for you. Let me help you out. A Yankee fan has every right to be angry. That's why I preface.
All right, anyway, he roasts me for a while. Thanks, Jim. That got me 7,400 views. I appreciate it. That was a good trending thing because the Dodgers had just won the Super Bowl, won the World Series, and that thing kind of popped. That got a little viral for me. So, as opposed to the other virals that I don't want to talk about. So here we go. Here's the DM. It's German, I'm guessing. Gut Nigenkeiten. Why does German sound angry? We're stellen ein near Eschwanz. Anyway, I got to translate it. Where's the translate? Translate to English. Good news. We're hiring part-time adults only. Daily wage ranges from 100 to 800 euros. All you need to complete your tasks is a mobile phone. Oh my gosh. I have one. And you can work freely anytime, anywhere. Please note, for salary reasons, this position is not suitable for African users.
You racist piece of shit.
Where I lost my spot. If you're interested, you can add WhatsApp to contact the administrator. All right, so we've gotten these before. I still don't know why you can't do that job if you're in Africa.
You racist piece of shit.
Why? Why is Africa so bad? I don't understand. They're bad salespeople? I said they.
You racist piece of shit.
Why Africa, out of all things? That doesn't make sense to me. Anyway, horse with the Lorne Bisp is cringe. Okay, love you all. Bye. The Lorne Bisp. Oh, I get it. Mock Moda. All right, so there we go. I do have a phone. I can do that job. All right, Mock Moda, you're gonna really miss out here, friend. I suggest you don't leave because you're gonna miss out. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not lying. So you want to stay. Now, if you left, you lost. Because my first story of the night is from the New York Post. Grandmother's head yanked out of 23-foot python's mouth after she went missing in Indonesia. Now, I do not read the stories. So I'm hoping she didn't die because I don't like to do a bummer. I'm not like Darren and Chris, who is Vuja's flipper, that like to put people dying on their Twitter walls. I told you I'm exhausted, people. I can't even talk. People dying and saying good morning as some motorcyclist hits into a wall and dies. Good morning. That's the caption. Every morning, a new person dying. Now, Darren doesn't do that, but some of Darren's are, anyway, they are graphic in nature. Okay, a young grandmother. Oh, now it's a young grandmother. It started with grandmother's head yanked out of 23-foot python's mouth after she went missing. Now it's a young grandmother. Oh, she did die. I mean, it makes sense, right? I'm sorry, John. Hey, John, I'm sorry. I just assumed they got to her as it was happening, and they're like, oh! Now I feel bad. The snake got her. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, right? Because there's got to be a lot of squeezing going on before they start the process of that. I'm sorry, folks. This was graphic.
The following program is intended for mature
I
audiences.
assumed it was like the story where the snake was in the bird cage, but the bird, they got there before it happened. But I guess if her head's in the snake, Grandma got eaten by a python on Christmas Eve. That's funny because I read that in the song jingle. Grandma got eaten by a python. Grandma got eaten Christmas Eve. She was 55. Mysteriously vanished while she was out gardening, according to a report. One of her sons called family over to help search for her when they noticed she had abandoned the basket in the yard. All right, so I feel really bad. 23-foot python. Wow. She was, I said 55, right? If I didn't, she was 55. So that sucks. I'm sorry. I just assumed, I don't know why I assumed that they got to her before she died. Anyway, I feel bad. I'm not going to read it. If you want to read it, I have a 23-foot python signed Alvin. If you want to read it, it's on the New York Post in Weird But True. So you can read it there. I try not to grab those stories. I just assumed, I'm sorry. How many times do I have to apologize, folks? Everyone's like, yeah, it happens. Just get over it. And I'm like, I still feel bad. I feel bad for her family. I'm not going to read this story, but the hottest new reality TV drama is a live stream of a migrating Arctic moose, and millions are tuning in from all over the world. So there's a migrating Arctic moose getting millions of followers. I need to get that moose on our show. Maybe the moose can co-host instead of Ryan and bring his or her millions. All right, so I'm not doing that one. I teased this one the other day. Did I? Okay, I already did that story. I teased this one the other day. Goat opens gate, lets kangaroo loose in South Carolina. I like this because it sounds like a Disney movie. And if it isn't a Disney movie yet, it will be. Trust me. Oh, damn, that's a bright screen. All right, so goat opens gate, lets kangaroo loose in South Carolina. There's the kangaroo. Apparently the cops watch on Instagram. Wait, where's the volume? Wait, that music might get me blocked. So there's the kangaroo. Where's the goat? Well, obviously, I assumed they were going to show the video of the goat like on a ring cam or something. That just keeps looping. All right. That is bright. Police in South Carolina. Wait, I can't read that one up there. I'm going to read down here. Police in South Carolina rounded up an escaped kangaroo, which turned out to have been released by a mischievous goat. The Horry County, they spell it Horry. It's kind of like the haunted Horry shirt. Wait, this one's the better one. Haunted Whore. The haunted horse shirt. I forgot what company made this wrong. It turned out to be money. Gosh. How can I not get the R stretched? There. Haunted whore. I forgot what company made this wrong. But I had it sized up and they're like, approve your picture. And I'm like, okay, it looks good. It looks approved. And then they sent me this bullshit. Idiots. Morons.
What a piece of junk.
The Horry County Police Department said on social media that the 4th Precinct Patrol Division responded. By the way, if anyone wants to come on, Haunted 00 Horse, I'll send you a link. Since apparently it's a better show when I have co-host, per everybody. Patrol Division responded to a neighborhood where a kangaroo was seen on the loose. That would be cool. I'm not going to lie. If I was like walking around the yard and I saw a kangaroo run by, that'd be cool. The officers, I don't think I've ever seen, maybe at a zoo. I don't think I've ever seen a live kangaroo. Maybe a zoo. Maybe. But I don't remember it. The officers returned this pouch potato pet home, the Post said. The animal's owner, Lindsay Richardson, said she had just woken up when a neighbor alerted her that her exotic pet was loose. Good thing it wasn't a 23-foot python, because it would have been a worse ending story than just a kangaroo. Although those kangaroos Punch you. Richardson said she had to go out in her silk pink pajamas. Whoa. Whoa. To help police wrangle the loose Roo. Wait a minute. We just saw the video of that. I didn't see her in silk pajamas. Or did I? She in silk? I mean, it makes it sound a lot sexier than that. That looks like just shorts. Or not shorts, just pants. All right. Help Richardson and Larry determined the kangaroo had gone out thanks to her goat unlatching the gate. That's the story. That's it. It stops there. UPI. Apparently they just get to the point there and don't give us too many deets. Oops. I missed my transition. There you go. Also, for a no politics show, Haunted Horse seems to be mad at... I didn't say the name of the person. You assumed I was talking about DJT. You assumed I could have been talking about Chairman Powell. Chairman Powell came out, got in front of the podium, and crashed the market today by saying DJT is doing stupid shit and it's going to wreck the economy. I didn't say it. Powell did. Powell. Not Owl Powell. Not welcome to the party, Powell. Oops. Whoops. What am I looking for? I don't know what I'm looking for.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Okay. Anyway, I did not say, I know what I was looking for. I was looking for this. I don't say politics on the show. It is the no politics zone. We don't do that here. But I will say this. I don't like losing money. I don't care who it is. Oh, that's right. I was going to get to that, and I got ADD'd into lots of other bullshit and everything else. So I found a way to make money in a down market today. I didn't find it. I figured it out. I know you can short the market. I know you can short stocks, and I'm always terrified of it because for those that don't know, if you take a short position, you can actually lose more money than you actually invested. So you can take $100, short a stock, and if it suddenly starts going up, you can literally lose $1 million on a $100 investment. It's not going to happen. The stock's not going to go to $1 million, but theoretically, in theory, you could. There is no floor on a short. So I'm always terrified that I'm not going to be paying attention. I'm going to do something stupid, and then the shock's going to catapult, and I'm going to be like, oh, shit, my $100 bet. I just lost $5,000. Now, if you buy a stock for $100, the most you can lose is the 100. It goes to zero. It doesn't keep going past zero in your running debt. However, I found today some short ETFs where the way I read them, there is a floor. You're not going to lose more than your investment. So I got in today, out today, made a few $100s. I'm like, okay, let's melt this market down. I know how to freaking do this now. If the market's going to go down, I'm going to buy ETFs that are shorts, and if it's going up, then I'll do what I've been doing. So I'm pretty happy with myself today. I'm like, because parking my money in cash and just watching the market burn, I mean, I'm not losing money, but I'm not making any money. I want to make money. So I did that today, and now I know just enough to be dangerous. Just enough to get my brains beat in by having a short position that I don't understand fully. And if you had short positions the other day when the tariffs got suspended for 90 days, you got your ass crushed. Okay, this is a story. 16 overrated travel spots. You know what? I wish Hedstrom Bacon was here because he's got his own list of overrated travel spots. 16 overrated travel spots around the world and where you should go instead. All right, I'm not going to read what they are and then read why they are that. I'm just going to scan and skim and pop through these pretty quick. Number 1 is Vatican City. Wow, they came right out of the gate with a shocker. So Vatican City is an overrated tourist trap. Really? I'm not Catholic, and I would like to go there. I'm gonna scan these real quick. They're big, long paragraph articles, and I'm just gonna. So this one says, "I'm not particularly religious, but I was looking forward to seeing this renowned complex that its own city and state. Huge fan of artistic marvels. Blah blah blah. Millions of people. Why did you not like it though? I know why you wanted to go there. Since that first attempt, I've been back to Rome several times, but I've steered clear of this destination, opting to experience." I couldn't deal with the long waits and rude tourists shoving, yelling, and smoking. And finally, I just turned around and left. How do you pronounce this? I don't know how you pronounce this, but the way I'm reading it is the cacao e pipi I ate at a nearby restaurant so he ate cacao e pipi. Was way more life-changing than seeing the Sistine Chapel would have been. He didn't even go. He got tired of being pushed, having people blowing smoke in his face, and tourists shoving him and yelling at him. So his thing is where to go instead. Go to the ceiling of nearby Chiesa di Sant'Ignazio di Loyola. All right, next overrated thing. Sunrise at Angkor Wat, Cambodia. I should probably put these on the screen because you're like, what the fuck what are you talking about? What place are you talking about? I will let you read it. I like to butcher the English language as well. Remember, I had a choice of college and the army, and I said, fuck college, I'm going to the army. So I learned to shoot and kill people. I just didn't learn how to read exotic locations. There we go. This place. Sunrise at Angkor Wat, Cambodia. I didn't even know this was a place that people wanted to go. I've never heard of it. Maybe I've never heard of it because I'm pronouncing it wrong. The sunrise was not the magical experience we were after. Most properties organize a takeaway breakfast since you leave your hotel around 4 a.m. But we were told you can't bring food onto the temple grounds. After there's some temple. So it's a temple, huh? After a meh sunrise, hefty crowds, and cranky, hungry kids, we decided this wasn't the experience we'd recommend to others. Where to go instead? It's not where to go instead, it's when. Stooksbury suggests that Angkors is worth visiting, but sleeping in and heading over to a more reasonable hour. Okay. Enough said. Number 3, Shibuya Crossing, Tokyo, Japan. Shibuya. When researching things to do in Japan, one item is on almost every list. Dude, I'm fried, people. I can't read the names of the cities. I can't even read the word on. One item on almost every list is Shibuya Crossing, also known as Shibuya Scramble, where thousands crisscross a busy intersection daily. So when my wife and I flew to Tokyo for 48 hours, we had to check it out. I expected something more chaotic, but since the Japanese are so polite and organized, crossing the street was relatively uneventful. Okay, so I've never been here, but I talked to somebody that went to Vietnam for 3 weeks at work, and apparently they don't have pedestrian crossings, and they don't have a lot of street lights and whatever. So if you're a pedestrian, he says you just got to start walking into traffic, and they will avoid you. And you don't stop, and you don't speed up or slow down. You pick a pace, you keep going, and you get to the other side. And I guess people do this all the time, and it's safe. But if you slow down or stop, you will get hit. If you try to run, you're going to get hit. And if you look like you're scared, you're going to get hit. Just because they're like, F you, you're scared. Don't be scared. Boom. So I'm guessing this Tokyo thing is kind of like that, but I think Vietnam sounds more terrifying than this place. The Louvre in Paris, France. That I couldn't pronounce the other day. I didn't know if it was Louvre, Laver. The Louvre is overrated. While the Louvre is famous worldwide and even houses the legendary Mona Lisa, which I hear is like this big, I found that its vast size, long queues, and throngs of visitors can sometimes make the experience feel a bit overwhelming. Where to go instead? Ruiz suggests another Parisian museum he likes better. I often choose the Musée d'Orsay, wherever that is. All right, Cancun, Mexico. Cancun, Mexico, overrated. One destination that underwhelms me is Cancun. The airport taxi cartel, overpriced amenities, and lack of significant cultural infrastructure are key reasons, says Christine Kurzisten, senior finance contributor. Where to go instead? Kurzisten suggests heading to Puerto Vallarta. I've talked about being in Puerto Vallarta for my 19th birthday. I was born on Cinco de Mayo. Not tax day like some cool people, but Cinco de Mayo. And I'm thinking, 19 years old, Puerto Vallarta. There's going to be parades and piñatas and like festival and all this crap. It was freaking crickets. No one on the street. No one doing. So now I know why, because Cinco de Mayo is an American holiday that we celebrate. It's an excuse to drink lots of margaritas and get drunk and eat tacos here. But there, they don't give a crap. Their holiday is like September 11th. Their Independence Day is like September 11th or something. Cinco de Mayo is a minor little blip. It would be like Flag Day for us. It's like, Flag Day. Yay. Don't even get the day off. No parades for Flag Day. You don't have parties for Flag Day. South Beach, Miami, Florida. Okay, so I've been to this one. This is on the overrated list. While I love Miami and the surrounding area, I'm continually disappointed by the South Beach area. It has amazing potential with stunning Art Deco buildings and prime beachfront location. However, every time I visit, it's jam-packed with tourists who seemingly have forgotten how to live civil society at home. The area has gems of restaurants, bars, and even hotels. Still, much of the prime real estate on Ocean Drive, directly adjacent to the Atlantic Ocean, is occupied by tourist-trapped restaurants and bars. Okay, so my experience is South Beach. We stayed, nice hotel. We stayed there, I think it was either one night or 2 nights. I can't remember. We were using that hotel to get ready for our cruise. So we had a dinner outside, which was really awesome. It was a nice evening. We typically go on our cruises in like January, February. So it wasn't hot down there. It was like mid-70s. And when we were eating dinner, it was about 70. Nice. And the one thing I do remember about South Beach is we were driving. I had a rental car. And we were driving. And all of a sudden, this freaking exotic car goes driving by. Lambro, whatever. I don't know what it was because it was flying. I'm like, I get it. Exotic car, someone's speeding. And then right behind it was like this sedan with a sunroof open and a guy sticking out with a camera. It was TMZ chasing whatever car that was. So that was really cool. I wish I had, it was so fast. There's no getting any video or anything of it. But that was cool. I'm like, whoa, TMZ. I wonder who's in the Lambro. So I can't remember what year that was. But, probably a basketball player or a movie star or something like that. That was cool. What? Was that? Wedding cruise? I guess I should remember it. 2013, the wife says. So I don't know who was famous in 2013. That was in South Beach. If this is our wedding cruise, we weren't there in January, February. We were there in November. So we wanted to get the wedding on 11, 12, 13. 11, 12, 13. So that's why we got married in November. That's why we were in Miami and taking a cruise in November. And if you watch the beginning of the show and you're like, what Ryan's always in one of the credits, the snippet scenes, he's like, you made your wedding party pay for a cruise. And I'm like, yep. The whole story was that behind that is we didn't really want a big wedding, but we didn't want to offend anyone by not inviting anyone. So, and everyone, This was wedding number 3 for me, 1 for her. So once I found out she didn't want to do a wedding, it was getting too big and too complicated. She's like, let's just go to Vegas. I'm like, well, instead of Vegas, let's like do a destination wedding. So we invited everybody. 13 people showed up. It was perfect. Perfect. Because she didn't want a big fussy deal. Someone texted me. Is this Ryan going, send me a link? Probably not, because Peter Anderson. What am I gonna love? A fishing short? Fishing short. You will love this. Love what? It's just no way fishing shorts. I don't see any video. I just see no way fishing shorts, a bunch of hashtags. Let me look on my computer. Real quick. Hold on. Let me look for this. If I will love it, and the audience will love it, I will play it. Oh, it's a link. Okay, here we go. He says I'll love it. And unlike Jay, who I wouldn't trust to give me a video, because I fell for it once. And I know, Jay, you said you didn't know. You sent me the wrong one.
Nothing. Oh, that's huge. Love to put that in the bucket.
Bucket? Wait for it.
Holy
oh!
shit. Look at my board! Sick!
Oh, it squirted ink everywhere.
Oh, no. Oh, hey.
Holy shit.
Holy fuck.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Nothing.
So
that's huge.
Did it squirt ink
that
in
in the
there?
bucket.
Oh, yeah, I heard it. I heard it.
Holy shit else.
Where did it go?
Look at my board. Sick.
Oh, it's in the bucket.
Oh, no. Oh, hey. Holy fuck.
Dang. That's crazy. I like it. That was good. Good job, dude. Oh, wait. I meant to do this. Good job. Good job, Peter Anderson. I wish I had a button for you, but I don't. It's in the bucket. Yeah. They stuck it in the bucket. They stuck it in the bucket, and it did its inky shit. Where are we at? I gotta get through this. Where are we at? Where's my story? So wait, get rid of this stupid thing. Where's the there it is. Okay, so South Beach, where to go instead? Ellis offers few alternatives. Mid Beach. Mid Beach? You mean there's a South Beach and a Mid Beach? Is there a North Beach? Florida Keys. Oh, and don't forget the Florida Keys. I will say the Florida Keys are on my overrated list. We drove that thing. Our big mistake was trying to do it in a day, because I'm looking on the map. I'm like, oh, it's like this long. Key West, and then key back to key back to Miami. It looked like, oh, that's doable in a day. No, getting out to Key West was a grind. And what I expected to see, like ocean the whole way and bridges, whatever. No, it's dirt and trees for like an hour or 45 minutes. And then you go over a bridge and you see, oh, pretty ocean. And then dirt and trees for another 45 minutes. And then about 3 minutes of ocean, and then dirt and trees for 45 minutes. 3 minutes of ocean. Yeah, it was overrated. Now, I would have liked to stay at Key West. If we would have planned it out better, we would have spent the night there, and I think it would have been more fun. But we got to Key West, found a beach as the sun's going down, put our feet in the water so we could say, we put our feet in the water at Key West. We did drive around. We didn't stop because we were running out of time. The mansion, Hemingway's place. Didn't get to see the 6-toed cats. Apparently all the cats there have 6 toes. And we had to book it back. And by the time we got back to Miami, there was a thunderstorm and I couldn't see. It was like buckets. And I couldn't see shit. I couldn't see where the road was. and it was white knuckle driving through that thunderstorm. We get a lot of rain here. We don't get a lot of rain like that. It rains a lot here, but it's not like a freaking driving in the ocean, a waterfall. All right, so the Keys on my list are overrated. Overnight train from Prague to Zurich. Is that a thing? I thought we'd have this lovely train through the mountains. Well, how are you going to see the mountains if it's overnight? The description, unless it's like city lights in the mountains or something, I thought we'd have this lovely train through the mountains, but I got an old, cramped sleeper train with a tiny window, no food, and way too many warnings about dangerous passengers. Wow, warnings about dangerous passengers? When we boarded, the steward insisted we lock our door when leaving our cabin because there were passengers who would steal our stuff. When we came back to check our tickets, he left us a whole list of things telling us, if your husband goes to the bathroom, don't leave the door unlocked for your safety. When you go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, go quickly and immediately lock the door. If anyone knocks on your door who isn't me, do not open and do not answer. Oh, nice. Nice. Was it the overnight train from Prague to Zurich or Murder on the Orient Express? Hey-o. All right, number 8, Trevi Fountain, Rome, Italy. I'm just going to scan through these. Okay. Apparently the Trevi Fountain is overrated. Santorini, Greece. I've heard this. Now, Santorini is supposedly, it's got the cliffs where the houses are on the cliffs and the beautiful water and everything. I hear it is a huge tourist trap, but there's other places around there that are better. Where do they say to go instead? Mykonos instead of Santorini. Number 10, Higashiyama District, Kyoto, Japan. Kyoto has done a great job of marketing itself on Instagram. However, the Higashiyama District, home to the imposing 5-story tall Hokken-ji Temple, was a huge letdown. Where to go instead? Anyway, I don't care where to go instead. I'm not going to go there. Dubrovnik, Croatia in the summer. Komodo Island, Indonesia. Come on! Komodo Island is overrated? I watched a whole documentary on this. The tourism's amazing, and you can walk on the trails. They say do not walk off the trails, and you will see Komodo dragons. They say if you're on the trail, they pretty much leave you alone. If you go off trail, they start to think of you as prey, and they'll start following you. But you stay on the trail. There's videos, too, where there's guys that go over there like YouTubers, and they I'm going to stay on the island for 24 hours and not sleep, and they're wandering around in the dark. Yeah, that's what you want to do with Komodo dragons everywhere. I'm not a fan of going on excursions organized for tourists, but this was my only option for visiting the Komodo National Park. I'd seen a lot of beautiful images and videos on social media and felt influenced to visit. Sadly, I couldn't have been more disappointed. I'd go as far as to say I actively disliked most of the experience. The 3-day, 2-night trip wasn't cheap, and my boat experience wasn't very nice. The food served was basic. You are the food on Komodo Island. You don't eat the food. You are the food. They eat you. They bite you with that poison, and then you start to run away, and then the poison starts working, and you fall over, and then they eat you whole. Kind of like that grandma that I started the show with, unfortunately. The food was basic. I couldn't stomach any more mornings of stale white bread and chocolate spread. As for the national park itself, I was left disgusted by what I witnessed. I've never seen more plastic in an ocean. The beaches we visited had so much trash on them that some parts looked more like waste disposal centers than paradisical beaches. Is that a word? Paradisical? Hold on. I want to show you the beach because the picture with the article, look at this. How'd you like to see that shit on your vacation? Look at that. Look at that.
It's a complete crap.
It is.
What a piece of junk.
Lots of pieces of junk. Look at that.
It's garbage.
It is garbage. That beach.
It's garbage.
That beach
it's garbage.
Is garbage. What a dump. All right. Anyway, well, I'll cross that off the list. I was going to go there and play with the Komodo dragons, but apparently not. The London Eye, UK. London Eye was disappointing. It's a Ferris wheel. Costs $40 for a Ferris wheel. Not a Ferris wheel. Oh, apparently number 14, Lake Titicaca. Don't you go to Lake Titicaca just so you can say you went to Lake Titicaca? Lake Titicaca near Puno, Peru. Oh, I thought it was Lake Titicaca in the United States. Near Puno, Peru. Nothing ruins a nature visit more than a combination of funky odors.
This doesn't smell quite the way I expected.
You stink.
Funky odors, odd-colored water, and piles of trash at a famous lake. Lake Titicaca near Puno is a city that makes you feel dirty whenever you walk down the street. Puno remains the only destination where my wife and I have paid to change our flights and leave early. Number 15, West Coast gum walls. Oh, yeah, Seattle's got a gum wall where people take their chewed gum. I mean, if you go to a gum wall where people chew their gum and stick it on the wall and it's a big wall of chewed gum, ABC gum, how can that be overrated? Because just the thought of it, to me, is something I wouldn't want to see. It's a wall where people stick their chewing gum on it. What did you think you were going to see there? Plenty of tourist attractions I've been to have disappointed me to various degrees because how you feel corralled and rushed absorbing the beauty, such as, anyway, but possibly the worst tourist attraction I've been to are the West Coast gum walls that have somehow been turned into a must-go site for first-timers. Oh, there's one in San Luis Obispo, too, and Seattle's Pike Place. My first thought is always why, followed by a visceral repulsion to the odor of strangers. Oh, they stink. Oh, the odor of strangers' saliva and lingering artificial flavors still wafting from the thoroughly chewed wads. What did you think you were going to see? It's a wall that thousands of people have stuck their gum on. How can it be overrated? It's properly rated. All right, number 16, Canggu, Bali, Indonesia. I've never heard of Canggu, Bali. Seattle Pike Place and Gum Wall was awesome, but I wouldn't go just for the wall. So when we were in Seattle, we went to the pinball museum. That was cool. They had all these pinball machines all the way back to like the 50s. Probably even older than that. I can't remember what the oldest one was. That was fun. Portland women's gum with ball hair in it is on there. I have to catch up on the chat. Are you guys going to yell at me? I always take a dump with the door open. Jay. Rome likes. Santorini is the bomb. No trap bra. Okay, so Eric says Santorini is the bomb. Mykonos is aight. So he's the opposite. He says Santorini. Do it live. Do it live.
No. We'll do it live.
They'll eat your ass. Abduction. What? Wait, what? What? Mykonos? Who's going to abduct you? Are you talking about the dragons? I don't know. See, that's the problem when I let the chat get too. I forget what story I was reading when this was. Don't travel anywhere I can't take my CCW. I'm getting a cold. Either that, I mowed the lawn today. It could be allergies. Go to Vegas for a fee. You can find someone to play with your dragon. Right. Let's see. Portland woman. That's funny. How about underrated? The Redwoods a couple years ago. I love the Redwoods. Was that before you partook in the weed or after? I think everything's better when you're weeded up. Yep. You guys do have minds go to the gutter. All right. Anyway, don't go to Canggu, Bali, Indonesia, apparently. Oh, that's it. That's the 16th. I was going to get to 75 worst baby names in history. I was just going to skim it. Let me do it real quick. Burden. Yes, someone actually named their child Burden. Okay. Pancake. Someone named their kid Pancake. Okay, the first two have already got me hooked. I thought it was going to be like Gert or something and be like, they're dated. No, someone named their kid Luigi Spaghetti. Oh, yeah, we're doing that tomorrow. If you're going to name your kid Pancake, I mean, that's what it says on their birth certificate. I'm reading all those. I want to see. I'm already impressed, and I only got to 3. I'm already impressed with that. Okay, we're doing that shit tomorrow. Darren sent a photo. The train from where to where? What are you talking about? European Death Tour? The train was from, I forget. Let me see. I still got the story loaded up here. What was it? It was from, where was it? Where was it? It was somewhere. There's Santorini. Where's the train? Yeah, I'm getting a cold. Like I said, it might be allergies. I don't know. I had to mow the lawn. Now I'm mowing the lawn every week. It's like I love spring and summer, but I hate cutting the grass every week. Overnight train from Prague to Zurich. That's what it was. Okay. All right. That's the Wednesday show. Haunted Horse Needs Emergency. That used to be my favorite show in the 70s when I was a kid. Not going to lie. Da 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 da. That was a great show. I always thought Dick Johnson was a great name. NBC Chicago guy, real thing. Cool. Dick Trickle, the race car driver. Dick Trickle's a pretty good name. Okay, be back tomorrow, Thursday. It's, I will not be as tired. It is my Friday night. So we're doing that baby name thing. If you're going to name your kid Pancake, and that's just number 2, I want to see all 75. I want to see all 75. Pancake. Here, Pancake. And I'm assuming that's the first name because they were only giving first names. So what's the middle name? Syrup? Pancake, syrup? Remember when Pup sang that song? Aunt Jemima, I want some Aunt Jemima on my Lego waffles, on my Eggo waffles. Aunt Jemima on my Eggo waffles, or whatever the hell that was. It was genius. I'd play it for you guys, but it's probably copyrighted. He probably retired on that song. It's all copyrighted. I play it, then they're going to send me a bill for $1,000. Who's Rhino? Yeah, right? Everyone go over to Rhino's show. Oh, yeah, he should be. Wait, hold on. I can do that real quick. You know what? I can do it.
No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
Let's go see that boner.
Kings, Mavericks from the G1C.
Look, I'm going to give him a thumbs up. You see it right here. Look, I just did.
Very festive, very energetic atmosphere right now. Let us know if you're going to the game. Let us know what your plans are for the game, where you're watching from, and we'll get you ready for this one. It is win or stay home if you're the Kings. And
his theme song is horrible.
For the Kings,
his theme song is horrible.
Make it into the postseason and face OKC is lined up about as well as it possibly can be. The Warriors knocking off the Grizzlies last night. John Morant. Not that we root for injuries. Sprained his ankle. Says he'll play, but how effective could he be? But the Kings got to get this one first.
I'm not a smart
get you ready
man.
for it on the other side. Got audio from Doug Christie before the game, just about 30 minutes ago. We also got audio from Jerry Reynolds, who was on with me earlier today on the Kings Court. We'll hear from Keon, JV, and much more. Let's get after it.
Here it is. It's horrible.
The pregame show.
What did you say?
For the NBA play-in on if you don't
play it.
That.
It's horrible.
Late nights on the screen, hey, it's Grant and Ryan. We bleed purple, talking hoops, never lying. Sacramento Kings, we rise and we fall. If you don't like that, then you don't know ball. Jerry sitting with the stories of the game, spilling all the truth, driving legends insane. From the Cow Palace days to Arco's roar, this town's heart beats on the hardwood floor. If you like that, turn away now. Kings and
That song sucks!
Holy moly, Jimbo!
The cream of the crop!
Song sucks, Ryan. It's horrible. I mean, I have some stinky AI stuff too. But I don't make it my theme song. I play it and we laugh at it. Sorry. I'm being mean. I'm being mean to my co-host. But it's horrible. I don't know if it's trying to be country or like pop. Like, what is it? What genre is that? All right, we'll be back tomorrow, Thursday, the Waterhole. And by then, the Kings will have lost. They're eliminated. Ryan's going to be looking for something to do. If they win tonight, they still got to play another game. They're not even in the playoffs yet. They've still got to play another game against Memphis, in Memphis. And if they win that, then they get in the playoffs. This is just a cash grab by the NBA. Anyway, see y'all tomorrow. I'm out. Bye-bye. Hasta luego. V in the Feast here.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Bye, V.